are here. We grew up here, we are here, South Africa, we live in this country. What is that?
It's a good question.
What is that?
They don't share the white people, but they are sharing black like black.
They time for Salafina. The white people, they are not playing. If you play, they shoot. If you go to England, they shoot. But the foreigner, we are feeling shame because we are human beings. We are same blood. Let me tell you people, your mind, it must work. You don't even need to cry. You don't even need to take care of for the men. So how are you chasing people? How are you chasing people? As you are going to work everywhere, if you need to washing the leg for someone for paying the rent. We're telling you we are anger. You never do anything. If you stand up, like you God, you gonna fight for us.
Hey, you see, listen. This is a big message to government. Government must hear this, our sisters' voice. All the black people voice, not only her, all the black people voice. We are crying. We are black to black. We don't need to chase ourselves. We are black to black. We don't need to hate ourselves. We are black to black. We don't need to chase ourselves in this country. This country belongs to any land. It belongs to anybody.
Yes.
We are foreigner from God.
Yes.
Not from ourselves.
Yes.
We are foreigner from God.
Now God is gonna fight for us.
That
We
is
tired. We got the kids.
Sure.
We tired.
Sure.
Now we are anger.
Sure.
Like me, I'm very angry. Me, I'm buying the meat to survive my children.
Imagine.
Like now, I'm not selling again. How gonna
Some
pay the
people
rent?
have a nice
How
job,
gonna pay
but
the rent?
now we are
You South
doing
African, you
whatever
gonna
we
pay the
have
meat.
to
My
survive,
brother,
to
they are
feed our
selling
family.
outside.
Imagine.
No, it's
in
too
this
much.
South Africa.
We want you, Papa. We want you. It's too much.
They play like this.
You president, even in all my face, the problem to give paper, to make people to suffer. So people, they are looking man for paying the rent. Now it's mountain. You see people, they are very stupid. Because today is one. How are we gonna pay the rent?
Imagine.
Now people, they must steal. And then you police also arrest. Why are you arresting people? You must leave people to steal. Because there's nothing now to do.
I don't hate Nigerians.
Okay.
They make me angry. Where they call an entire point road, an entire place, it's known for drugs, it's known for prostitution. And everywhere where you find that there's a number of Nigerians, that's the most common things. There's drugs, there's prostitution, there's children there being trafficked to sell their bodies, etc. This is a normal thing.
Is it every white person in South Africa or every non-black person in South Africa that has their paper?
It's difficult. It's difficult, man. It's very, very, very difficult. We have only more than 15 cars from early in the morning. I was here from 4 o'clock until now. I never get a load. It's difficult. It's difficult. The business is down. I'm thinking about the new cars we have bought. We're not going to make it. We are not going to make it. We are not going to pay the car installment.
This is one day after June 30th. Yeah, some migrants have left the country. Some are still in the country stranded and they're not going to work. Many of them were part of delivery firms, taxi firms, and other types of companies. Yeah, this image is from a South African delivery firm. They don't have enough numbers to deliver these goods to South African people. And what do you think that's going to do to the economy? What do you think that's going to do to business like that? You heard that man. It's very difficult. Yeah. He continued to say, if this continues, we won't be able to afford paying our car installments. This is what I was saying from the beginning. Economically, you're crippling your own selves and you don't get it. Then you have one of these leaders saying, well, the South African government can pay 1 million rand or 70 million rand to each South African. Yeah. And then those illegal immigrants can come to work. I'm like, they're already working. They were already working. What are you talking? Ah, God have mercy. Oh, Jesus Christ have mercy.
Open the shop. We can't go. Listen here. We can't go there by Shoprite to to buy durian sugar. We can go by Somrite to buy 3 rand coffee. You can go by Somrite and buy 5 rand potato. You can. Where? Because our people is the poor of the poor. Why you close the shop? Open the shop.
You see what I mean? Now they say open the shops. Why are you closing the shops? You told him to close. Well, not you directly, but many people told these people to close because, oh, migrants are taking our jobs, they're taking our country. But now look at your country. This is day one. Yeah. Now, granted, who knows, maybe in a month or two, those companies will be filled with South African natives who will work hard and make sure that they fill those spots. Fair enough. If that's the case, fair enough. But expecting a change because of a few migrants, legal and illegal, just like that is it's not realistic. You need to get in touch with reality, okay? I pray for South Africa. Hopefully you wake up and fix up. You understand?
Things will happen in South Africa. Things that are unbelievable will happen in South Africa to South Africans if they don't stop what is going on right now. I'm going to lay down in this part, I'm going to lay down more things that South Africans and as Africans we need to consider. Not just South Africa, all over Africa. I did a part 1 yesterday, and this is the second part of this. We all know that the mining sector will collapse if every single African should leave South Africa. The agriculture, we talk about it, the healthcare sector, the transportation system, education system is what I want us to consider today. Now, 70%, between 60 to 70% of South African population are Africans. This is what is going to happen. The educational sector will be shut down if all Africans evacuate themselves from South Africa. Then we talk about teachers. We talk about administrators. We talk about cleaners, securities, and support staff. I've dealt with a little bit of this yesterday, but I want you guys to understand because I have received so many messages from South Africans asking me to stop talking about South Africa. They are still thinking that South Africa just belongs to one person. No, guys, you are getting it twisted. You're getting it twisted. So South Africa is for all of us, just the same way Ghana is for all of us, Nigeria is for all of us, Uganda is for all of us, Ivory Coast is for all of us, or any country in Africa is for all Africans. And so what affects one affects all. Now, the next thing that we also need to understand, and all of you in South Africa doing all this stuff need to understand, is that government services will cease if all Africans should leave and evacuate South Africa. You know why? Because the municipal workers, the police officers, the soldiers, clerks, cleaners, and technicians mostly are Africans. Mostly are Africans. So water supply, electricity, maintenance, and sanitation and public safety will collapse. It will collapse. That's why I ask you in the first part that what measure have you guys put in place before you go on this rampage? Protest is good, but what about you? What is the reason you are looting things? If you're protesting, I strongly believe that you're supposed to call on the government, the 30% of us that are South Africans, because by the way, when we speak about South Africa, there is no South Africa if there are no Africans. I want you guys to understand that. South Africa is South Africa because of Africans that are there, because of the foreigners that are there. So remove all the foreigners, and then the population of 80 million will be reduced to like 30 million or 25 million. So how are you going to manage South Africa? I think the protest should be directed towards government and asking government to give some privileges and directional guide to indigents. That's all. I'm coming that. Now, the next thing that is going to be affected is infrastructure. It will break down. So we have to consider the consequences of our action. Infrastructure will break down. Road, electricity, grids, water system, sewage, and telecommunication rely on African engineers, technicians, and laborers. So without them, infrastructure will decay rapidly beyond what you can think or imagine. So before we push our anger, before we push our emotion, we must check all this stuff. We must check all this stuff. The next thing that is going to collapse in South Africa, and it will make South Africa to fold like it has never existed before, is cultural identity. It will disappear. The cultural identity in South Africa will disappear. Now, talk about South African languages, music, food, and then traditions and national identity are deeply African. They are deeply what? African. So the country will lose Zulu. Okay, think about that for a second. It will look, is it Hosa or Exosa? And then Soto, Swana, Venda, Mbele, Pedi, and all these Swati, and all of them. I don't know if I'm pronouncing the name correctly, but this is what you are going to lose. Cultural identity. This is why South Africa is thick. This is the reasons everybody celebrates South Africa. This is why people want to live in South Africa, because of the combination of all of this cultural identity and many more cultures. South Africa will become a culturally unrecognizable if we don't stop, because something like this started in Nigeria years ago, when there is a certain group of people that says education, Western education is not good, and they started this group little by little. Before you know, this thing has spread all over Nigeria and is destroying the country today. The same thing is what we're doing today. You know, some things might start innocently. Even the foundation of that might be genuine, but if you don't understand the consequences of some certain things, it will be hijacked, and the purpose for which that protest started, it will actually not be met again. And this is where South Africa is going. Now, the next thing is international relation will collapse. South Africa, international relation will collapse. South Africa's leadership role in Africa, the BRICS, AU, and global diplomacy depends on its African identity. But this is going to collapse, and South Africa is going to lose a lot. Not immigrant that you're trying to push away. South Africa is going to lose a lot. It will lose political legitimacy and global influence. Think about that. Should we lose global influence? Should we lose all these things just because we want to address an internal issue? That is the point I'm making here. I know some of you are angry. Say, talk about this other country. I talk about any country in Africa. Any country in Africa. There is no subject, or there is no country in Africa that I cannot talk about. There is no single country in Africa. If you watch my video, you think that I talk about Uganda a few days ago. There's no country in Africa. As long as it's Africa, this is Africa Human Capacity Development. We're talking about how to build Africa. We're talking about how to build our mindset. And that is exactly what I'm doing here. So there's no country that is exempted. We all must come together to build Africa. Without us, there is no Africa. Imagine if you send all Africans away from Africa, then where is going to be Africa? So before you can think about a particular country, we are first off Africans. That is what you need to know. We are first off Africans. And that is our foundation. That is our common ground. Who are we? We are Africans. You must believe in Africa. You must be patriotic as an African. If blacks are fighting black, a house divided against itself cannot stand. We cannot make ourselves and make African a laughingstock of the rest of the world. We are seeing war all over the world. Those who are fighting to protect their nation, their continent. And then we are at the bottom. Our population is growing. People are trying to look for a way to move from one end to another end. And then we are using war to address such issue. And the next thing that's going to happen to South Africa is that the country will likely become uninhabitable for a long time. for a long time. I don't want this particular one because I'm going to still do the part 3 of this, and I'm going to talk more about this. Today, we have people migrating to South Africa. Tomorrow, South Africa could become a desert if we don't take care. If you love Africa, you love South Africa, you love other Africans, hit that plus button. Leave me your comments, honest comment without insult, in the comment section. And then we are going to have this conversation for a long time. I am the president of Africa Human Capacity Development. We believe in investing in Africa and building Africa. Together we rise.
Why have 25,000 migrants fled South Africa? Dozens of marches took place across South Africa in the last few months, calling for illegal immigrants to leave the country by June the 30th. The protest organisers, including groups such as March and March, claimed to be peaceful and to only care about people who were in the country illegally. But many migrants, mainly from other African countries, were harassed regardless of their legal status in the country. People were evicted and their businesses and homes looted. Thousands of migrants who felt unsafe camped outside their home country's consulates, asking to be repatriated. So why has South Africa seen so many outbreaks of xenophobia against African migrants? This is not new. In 2008, 62 people were killed in anti-immigrant riots. In 2015, at least 5 people were killed. When Nelson Mandela came to power in 1994, after the end of apartheid, he welcomed migrants from other African countries. But many of the problems that existed under apartheid haven't been solved. Immigrants only make up about 4% of the population, according to the 2022 census. But that hasn't stopped them being blamed for everything from unemployment to South Africa's high rates of violent crime and drug addiction. Now that the June 30th deadline has passed, March and March have pledged to keep protesting every week until all illegal immigrants have left South Africa. That has left immigrants fearing that the violence and harassment are going to get worse.
Almost here, see, you see the protest where they go on for South Africa. You see the protest where they go on for South Africa. Where they protest say all the foreigners in their country should leave, that they should leave their country. Let me shock you. Do you know that their government, South Africa government, they supported them? South Africa government, they supported them because that is not even a protest. I call that in a riot. But do you know that their government, South Africa government, they supported them? Just watch for this interview where they ask South Africa president, Baba, this thing where they go on for your country, where South Africa people they protest against foreigners. Are you disappointed on them? Watch what he said, South Africa president.
Okay, disappointed in South Africa after the election?
No. I mean, our people exercise their right to protest, which is enshrined in our constitution, and we must applaud that. For the most part, the protests, the marches were quite peaceful. Only a very few incidents. It could have been much worse, and I was very pleased that we're able to hold extensive consultation with a number of people, and we brought to bear the need for peace, need for orderliness, and that's exactly what we had.
Anything worried you?
No, I was not worried. I was actually quite relaxed. Thank you so much. Good to see you.
Have you seen it? He said, no, that he's not even disappointed, that his people have the right to protest. Understand? It is in their constitution to protest. But you that is watching this video, that thing they called protest, for your own eyes, did you see it as a protest? Is it a protest? And mind you, why it be like these people they achieve this thing is because they in uniform, then they organized, not here in Nigeria. I think this is the right time we should start telling ourselves the truth. If we really need for this country to do better, because I can't just see the reason where we'll have Sowore team, Very Dark Man team, Randy Peter team, Mama P team, many other team. Very Dark Man will come out and protest with his own people. Sowore will come out and protest with his own people. Randy Peter will come out and protest with his own people. Can you see how these people came out in their large numbers and protest? It's not even a protest, and their government, they back them up. But to my people over there, where they chased back to Nigeria, what you guys should just go and do is to go and get your PVC. Yes, let's fight our own.